Hello and welcome to the Shadowverse Chronicles presentation of this original story, The Eternal Slumber Part 2 by the Chipmunk, so please like the story and relax.
Part 2 of The Eternal Slumber. Sarah's lungs burned as she and Asmar raced through the darkening ravine. The inhuman shrieks behind them grew louder, accompanied by the whir of helicopter blades. "This way!" Asmar commanded, veering towards a narrow crevice. They squeezed through, loose rocks clattering beneath their feet. Sarah's ankle twisted and she bit back a cry. Asmar's hand shot out, steadying her with surprising strength. "We must hurry," he urged. "They're closing in." A spotlight pierced the growing darkness, sweeping across the ravine walls. Sarah pressed herself against the cool rock, heart hammering. "Who are they?" she hissed. Asmar's face hardened. "The Veil. Servants of the Zalkri. They've shaped your world from the shadows for centuries." Sarah's mind reeled. Aliens? We're running from aliens? "Not aliens," Asmar corrected. "Something far worse. The Zalkri exist beyond your comprehension of space and time. They consume realities." A voice boomed from above, distorted and chilling. "Surrender the awakened one. Resistance is futile." Asmar growled, a sound that sent shivers down Sarah's spine. "We can't let them take us. Follow me, and do exactly as I say." They sprinted deeper into the ravine. Sarah's scientific mind warred with the impossible reality she faced. Part of her screamed to stop, to surrender to the authorities. But a deeper instinct drove her onward. The ravine opened into a small clearing. At its center stood a rock formation that looked oddly out of place, its surface too smooth, too regular. Asmar approached it, placing his hand on the surface. Lines of light spread from his palm, forming intricate patterns. With a low rumble, a section of rock slid away, revealing a dark passage. "Quickly," Asmar urged, ushering Sarah inside. The passage sealed behind them, plunging them into darkness. Sarah blinked, her eyes slowly adjusting to a faint bioluminescent glow emanating from the walls. "What is this place?" she whispered. "A sanctuary," Asmar replied. "One of many we built to hide from the Zalkri. It should shield us from their sensors." They moved deeper into the complex, passing chambers filled with strange machinery. Sarah's fingers itched to examine them, to unravel their secrets. "How can you understand English?" she asked, breaking the tense silence. "How can you operate this technology after thousands of years?" Asmar's lips quirked in a humorless smile. "My sleep wasn't idle, Dr. Chen. My mind roamed free, observing your world as it changed. I learned much." They entered a vast circular room dominated by a holographic display. Asmar approached it, his fingers dancing across unseen controls. The display flickered to life, showing a map of Earth crisscrossed with pulsing lines of energy. "The Veil's network," Asmar explained. "They've woven themselves into the fabric of your society. Governments, corporations, religions, all dance to their tune." Sarah stared at the display, her worldview crumbling. "Why? What do they want?" "To prepare your world for consumption," Asmar said grimly. "The Zalkri feed on the potential energy of entire civilizations. They nurture worlds like farmers tend crops, maximizing their yield." Sarah's mind raced, connecting dots she'd never known existed. The rapid technological advancements of the last century, that was them? Asmar nodded. "They push you to the brink of destroying yourselves, then swoop in to save you. In your gratitude, you would have given them everything." "Would have?" Sarah caught the past tense. "What's changed?" "Me," Asmar said simply. "My awakening wasn't part of their plan. They fear what I know, what I might do to disrupt their harvest." He manipulated the display, zooming in on a location in the nearby mountains. "There's a weapon here, capable of severing the Zalkri's connection to this reality. If we can reach it and activate it, we can drive them back." Sarah's scientific skepticism reasserted itself. "How can I believe any of this? It sounds insane." Asmar turned to her, his black eyes softening. "I understand your doubt, Dr. Chen, but deep down you know I speak the truth. You've felt their influence your entire life, even if you didn't recognize it." Before Sarah could respond, an alarm blared through the complex. The holographic display flickered, showing multiple red dots converging on their location. "Impossible," Asmar breathed. "They've found us." The walls shuddered as if struck by a massive force. Dust rained down from the ceiling. "We must reach the weapon," Asmar said urgently. "It's our only hope." He grabbed Sarah's hand, pulling her towards another passage. As they ran, the complex shook again, more violently. Cracks spread across the walls and ceiling. They burst into another chamber just as the roof behind them collapsed. Sarah stumbled, coughing in the dust-filled air. When she looked up, her blood ran cold. A figure stood before them, tall and inhumanly thin. Its skin shimmered like oil on water, and its eyes were empty voids that seemed to draw in all light. "Zalkri!" Asmar snarled, pushing Sarah behind him. The creature's mouth didn't move, but its voice reverberated in Sarah's mind, a cacophony of whispers and screams. "The sleeper awakens," it said. "How inconvenient." It raised a long, spindly arm, and Sarah felt an invisible force lift her off her feet. As she gasped for air, suspended in the creature's grasp, one thought blazed through her mind. This was no longer just Asmar's fight. The fate of humanity now rested in her hands.
Please see the description for Part 3.